Pillars sit atop, as we all know. After 36 games, they've got 62 points. They enjoy a 2-point lead over second place Enyimba. Like we have said, there are 2 games to go. Both of them, if Enyimba must stay, in touch, they've got to mirror whatever result,
or get better results,
or better result. At the minimum, mirror whatever result that Pillars get this weekend. And of course, there's Warri Wolves on 59 points, and with 2 games to spare. Could there still be a mathematical chance that if they win their games, all their games, and the other 2 somehow contrive to lose their own games, Warri Wolves could still be crowned champions, especially if they can make up for the goals difference of, I think, about 3 goals between themselves and table-topping Kano Pillars, even though Enyimba seems to have a much more healthy goals difference of plus 21, actually.
Okay, so... not just a 2-horse race. You are saying there is a possibility of Warri Wolves.
No, a remote chance. It does exist.
That means you are not just Kano Pillars dropping point, both Kano Pillars and Enyimba must drop points for Warri Wolves to stand a chance. That is conditionality.
But it's not easy for Warri Wolves. They will need to defeat Gombe today, first of all. They're 59. If they defeat Gombe, they'll go to 62.
Yeah.
And then on the last day, Warri Wolves will be on the road, and then they will be hoping that Enyimba and Kano Pillars will lose, but it's not possible. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because 2 of them are playing each other. Exactly. So Enyimba and Kano Pillars can't lose at the same time. So one will win. So it's not in Warri Wolves' hands.
So okay. That's the top 4, but you can take that.
Oh well, Kano Pillars sitting at top with 36 games played, 62 points from those. 14 goals difference. Enyimba after 36 games as well, 60 points on 21 plus 21 goal difference. They are the best in terms of goals scored and goals against juxtaposed. Warri Wolves 3rd place on 59 points. Like Larry has actually said, mathematically it looks like on paper they can match those 2 in terms of aggregate number of points at the end of the season, but because Kano Pillars and Enyimba will be playing against each other on the final day, and both can't lose a game, they are playing, together. So it does look like Warri Wolves are out, so it's a photo finish between Enyimba and Kano Pillars, and the league can actually be decided today.
That is exactly what we are saying. Can the if like Larry said, Enyimba fail to match. If Kano Pillars, but if Kano Pillars draw and they lose, there is still opportunity because it will be a 3-pointer.
It will be a 3-point difference. You're very correct. You're very correct. If Pillars should get 1 point,
and Enyimba should
lose away, it will be 3 points. So the last game, it's not a goal difference.
That in Enyimba.
Already in the Enyimba's favor, they have 20 plus 21, 7 goals difference.
Yeah.
So even because if Kano Pillars draw, it means it's going to remain unless they beat Enyimba by 4 goals or 5 goals. That is where you can say the differential difference will now come different. Yeah. So definitely the way it seems, Kano Pillars just have to win.
The Kano Pillars I know. Mr. Ken, the Kano Pillars I know will win today. Okay. It's name day for crying out loud.
Right.
What must be done is for Enyimba to defeat Dolphins, who are low on confidence right now, who are not motivated right now, whose morale is actually down. Enyimba must defeat them, and Enyimba has won 2 away games back to back.
They didn't win through for
they didn't win the season. And then their last 2 away games, they went to Kaduna, defeated Kaduna in Kaduna.
Yes.
They went away at Nembe, defeated Nembe, and now they're back again.
And you think that's resurgence? Are you saying that is the whole take them to? They're not coming closer.
Yeah.
They can even check from Aba to Port Harcourt, if need be, and get that particular.
That's the hallmark of a team.
And against an unsettled
Dolphins team. Yeah, it's achievable, really. I was going to say, some weeks back we sat on this set and we spoke about how wretched Enyimba were on the road. And what happened on the back of it? They addressed it. So that's the hallmark of a team that is intent on stopping Kano Pillars from 23 on the back.
While we're expecting your calls to come in, we just want to take a little bit of strolling. We're strolling out of Nigeria now. We are going to a city in England, a city of Manchester. Sometimes they say the place is cold, drab, or whatever. Some players say, no, it's not exciting as London, but there is war.
Yeah, there is war.
But there is war.
There is war.
How do you think this war is going to pan out?
There is war because these are 2 teams that are by no stretch of the imagination firing on all cylinders or playing up to their respective capacities. United went on a shopping spree in the summer, but the results haven't quite justified the huge spending. They are placed 8th, I think, now.
Yes.
And the points gap between themselves and the guys at the top is building by the day. So they've got to get back to winning ways. They got a morale-boosting one against Chelsea at last weekend, which they need to build on.
Martin is with us. Hello, Martin.
Hello, sir.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon, sir.
All right, so you are calling from Lagos. Are you going to work? Are you in Kano, or your mind? You are not physically in Lagos, but is your mind in Kano or in Port Harcourt?
Actually, to be Akwa Ibom, I'm from Akwa Ibom. I just Akwa myself.
Okay.
So when we are talking about the game between the top form,
Yeah.
so I believe Kano Pillars have a upper hand there, and that's number 2. I wanted to find out that, so I know people have been called back as our head coach, isn't it?
Yeah, yes, Cash is back. The president, we were told the president asked for him to come back. That it is because that is how that is. So a presidential order.
Okay.
Yeah.
And because we have invited the coach, isn't it?
Yeah, Ukeche is back. We're told Ukeche is back in the team.
Yeah. You know, if I want us to understand one thing. So was in the squad against South Africa, I believe we would have won that game. Because if you want to look back that any game Ukeche is playing against South Africa, he always score 2 goals. Come on away.
Okay, Martins, actually today we are focusing on our league. I know, MM and Umfom and MM are on. They are from Akwa Ibom. Yes, on 20 goals. And I tell you, how do you feel? Ukeche just go to Akwa Ibom and look for strikers. I mean, don't start from anywhere. We have strikers from Akwa Ibom.
My brother, this is very simple.
Yeah.
You know, any player that is from Akwa Ibom,
now you are talking.
We have only one star now in Saigo, which is Enyama.
And Vincent Enyama.
We want to look at the Enyama record. He has never been a top.
This is what I want to hear. Yes. Thank you very much. Martins, thank you very much. Thank you. You know, he hit it there.
Yeah,
the post Akwa Ibom is keeping it.
The strike
Safe. The strike force Akwa Ibom is keeping it. Akwa Ibom don't. I love it because this is a Nigerian show today. So be part of this. Let us know how you feel. In Lagos, we grew up in Lagos, so we had so many. The clubs were that much that week in week there are midweek matches, Lafa midweek matches. We're not talking about Stars, ECN, Levante City Tigers, Mandelas Lions, Airways, NPSC Siders. You know, and you keep on. They are there. Even Blackwood Lodge. A lot of teams were in Lagos here. That before the National League started, we had a lot of that going on. But right now, of course, I know. We're talking about the Manchester derby, so let us talk about the cost.
I mean, I was saying, I was trying to emphasize the need for these two to get back to winning ways.
Okay.
Manchester City are falling further and further adrift off Chelsea. Chelsea is building a head of steam, and if City would be retaining their crown, remember during the week they lost one of their titles from last season, the Capital One Cup, when they were dumped out by Newcastle. So Pellegrini knows that if he doesn't retain the league title, it doesn't look like they'll win in Europe anyways. He may just be kissing his job goodbye at the end of the season. And this is a fixture that they've won, not only won over the last 2-3 seasons, they have won convincingly. They've won 6-1, they've won 4-1, they've recorded all kinds of impressive scorelines.
2-1.
Unfortunately for them today, the guy who makes it tick in the middle of the park, David Silva, is missing. Nasri, who would have slotted in his position, has just come back from injury. As a matter of fact, he's had 2 cameo appearances, very forgettable ones, where he didn't even look anywhere close to his normal self on the ball. So I feel that United will look at this City team and think they are vulnerable. They can have a go at them, but we also know that United have a leaky defense that will encourage the likes of Sergio Aguero and Dzeko to have a go at as well and score goals.
All right, Benga is there. Hello, Benga. Good afternoon, Benga. You are off. Anyway, just try to call back if you can. Benga was trying to reach us from Ibadan. We're 3SC is doing something. Since we are moving on this group, I want to stay with you, brother. Padu, do you want his head or his leg?
Padu has gone from number one public enemy
zero to hero
to the most celebrated man on Tyneside now.
Yeah.
They've won 4 on the trot, a team that couldn't buy a win just a couple of weeks ago. They look a rejuvenated side.
Yes.
There's a lot of confidence coursing through. A lot of young players have come into the likes. Into the team. The likes of Jose Perez, who scored a game yesterday.
Super soft.
Yeah, Momo Sissoko as well. I mean, you could see the confidence. Unfortunately, they lost Gabriel Obaton, who, as for me, has looked very sprightly, has looked very bright as well. But he didn't take anything away from them because he had that injury in the first half. They had not scored. But then again, the likes of the young man who destroyed City in midweek, can't remember his name at the 18-year-old. Arons. You know, I mean, that Newcastle team just looks like a reborn team. And right now, they've got to be the most informed team in England. They went to Spurs. They defeated Spurs on home soil. Yeah. Went to City, beat the champions on home soil, and then yesterday, you know, a game that on paper you would have thought they would struggle.
Yeah, but instead they will come back alive
against Liverpool.
Yes,
they look solid at the back. Their midfield is playing with some kind of verve now that was missing, you know, in the early part of the season. And then going forward, they are finding goals from left, right, and centre. And you know, Alan Pardew will be looking at Mike Ashley. Mike Ashley will be looking back at him like
all those placards. How did
we turn this around? Because in all honesty, had he not signed an 8-year contract when he did, he would have been fired.
Okay.
What that meant was that we had ready to pay him handsomely to let him go.
Kabiru is with us. Hello, Kabiru. Hello. How are you? Good afternoon, Kabiru. Hey. Now, we'll do something about, I don't know what is happening to these lines. Either we change this line or get it done. We just have to hear from it. Today is Kano Pillars, Enyimba Day. Please, the Nigerian League, we are celebrating them today, and we need to hear from the fans out there. I wish you can get calls from Kano and also get calls from Port Harcourt. Let us hear from their camp. Let's see how this is heating up. But I'm going to Larry. Larry, let's travel a little. Let us show a little bit. Jurgen Klopp. This is the story of Dortmund. What is the story of Dortmund?
I honestly don't know what is wrong with Dortmund. I watched them yesterday. They were slick in the first 30 minutes, although Bayern Munich caused a lot of problems for them. I'm talking about Ruben.
And they went ahead.
But then, against the run of play, Aubameyang, beautiful flick, went on that run.
Yes.
He got the ball, and who was in the middle? Marco Reus. It was a fantastic opener. And Bayern Munich found a way to come back into it. Ruben did all sorts. Weatherfella actually was in the form of his life yesterday, stopping Ruben from scoring as many goals as possible. But then Borussia Dortmund had other ideas. But for me, Dortmund actually has people like Mkhitaryan, Aubameyang. This was the run he made, and then he was able to find Marco Reus. When you have people like Marco Reus up front, and then you have defenders such as Subotic and all of that, you would expect that Dortmund shouldn't be battling relegation as it stands at the moment. But they allowed Dortmund to come back. They allowed Munich to come back into it yesterday. Munich got a beautiful goal. Who was there to hunt them? It was Lewandowski, the old guy. Beautiful goal he scored. He tried not to celebrate, praising the heavens for getting a fantastic goal. And then Ribery came into it, got a penalty. It looked a little bit soft. It looked like it was outside the box. It looked like
I think that maybe they were pulling themselves or something.
The pull it started from outside the box, but then eventually it went down in the box. Subotic, too experienced for that. He fell for Ribery, and then Ruben scored that. And as it stands right now, Dortmund, they can't seem to buy a win. And it's terrible for them. They're 16th on an 18-man log. Yep. That's the gap between them, and they're on 7 points now.
Points, yeah.
Bayern on 27.
Yeah, that's 20
it's
points.
over.